Hey everybody, it's Sunny the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 V-Generation. In the last part, we learned from Anonadeth that Rei was the one creating these copies, even though we already knew that. Now the playable characters at least know it. And we also kind of just, in a way, came to his rescue. In this episode, well, we kind of saved him, but there's...
Oh, I found something!
It seems possible that Rei is still just up ahead, so we need to go take care of that. Anyway, let's head for it.
Yes!
And I can't jump up this ledge shit. Anyway.
Yes!
We better get going. And I gotta say, you know, since we're kind of like wrapping up on this game, I feel we're at least sort of wrapping up on this game. I know we still have a chapter left, but the end is closer than the beginning at this point. So I guess I can start saying stuff like this. I am actually sincerely surprised this game has actually been going as long as it does, because let's be honest, if this was any other Neptunia game, we'd be done by now. But nope, here we are, still chugging along like before. Though I will say that I've had a lot of fun with this game too. So yeah, none of this is what I consider wasted time, but yeah. I don't know why I'm giving like final thoughts when we're not even... I don't even know why I'm giving final thoughts when we haven't even confronted Rei yet, but nice to at least talk about my opinion of the game. So yeah. I will say something that, if anything's kind of bothered me about this game right now, it's kind of and I get it. Here's the thing before I say what it is. I get it. We're in a brand new dimension. So like, okay, I get it. We're in a brand new dimension, and we need to reintroduce all of these characters. We need to, like, in some way, reintroduce all of these characters from before. And, you know, have that happen. But, like, it's just kind of like, the pacing of this game in the beginning was kind of sluggish. We had to deal with, we had to deal with getting our CPU forms back. Then we had to deal with Louise bullshit. Then Lean Box is BS. Dealing with the 7 Sages all the while, and yeah.
I found something.
So it's like, this plot I feel is good, but it could have been paced like, again, I get it. There was not really much of a better alternative, but yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Hey, how long are you gonna sit here spacing out?
Silence. Calm down, will you? Stop buzzing around like a filthy little mosquito.
Yeah, this is voice, so this is most certainly important. I just realized I probably should have reloaded my save to make sure the timer's still accurate, but we'll all know. Or, yeah, however long the video ends up being, it'll end up being. Again, I don't really do these videos by time, more like by checkpoints when I feel we've done enough to warrant the video ending. So, yeah.
I ain't no mosquito. I want you to hurry it up and go wild already.
You say such ridiculous things. Someone important like me should sit in the back and wait.
You're the one being ridiculous. You used to go wild and screw crap up all the time.
Used to? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean.
You're so full of it. In any event, sitting around here is so boring.
Oh? I'm afraid I don't understand. Since when was I obligated to do things for your entertainment?
Jeez, you're frickin' annoying. I knew you were from the start.
Who are you calling annoying? I'm on top of the world right now. So, how about you laugh with me?
Yep, she's lost it.
You do jack all, so I'm bored to tears. I can't laugh now.
So noisy. Your incessant buzzing is far worse than any bug. Maybe I'll squash you.
Squash them instead.
You don't have to tell me that. Look, they're finally here.
Whoa, really?
Such droll, incompetent, foolish, imbecilical nincompoops. They make me ever so angry.
What is with those eyes, Ray? Like, those are some crazy eyes. And that's a little bit weird to look at, so I'm just gonna go back to reading.
Use that energy to fry them. I'll be watching from my box seats.
I can't even read it. They're voice acting, so I'm just forced to stare back at that face.
Did you really hear something, Nepgear?
Yeah, that face is actually pretty creepy.
Yes, I'm sure I heard voices coming from this direction. You are positive you are not mistaken?
I didn't hear anything.
If nobody has any confidence in me, then I won't either.
I heard it. Someone was talking.
Oh, if Pishi heard it, then there's no doubt in my mind at all.
Oh, come on, guys.
Pishi has such good ears.
I'm used to this treatment now, but I don't really understand why it has to be like this.
How is it that Pishi is trusted and Nepgear is the punching bag? Self-loathing? The environment?
I'm not self-loathing. Seems like you really did hear something.
Oh, it's Mommy! Hi, Mommy!
You're late!
Yikes! Mommy?
Why are you making that scary face? Please stop.
You there! How dare you raise your voice at a small child?
That's so mean.
Silence! For mere CPUs to make me wait this long. How hateful and unpleasant and utterly pretentious can you be?
She's pissed off for selfish reasons.
Neptune, this woman was definitely in our world too.
Yeah, but something's wacky to me. Was this really her personality?
Mommy, are you angry?
I am not your mother. I never dated any man, and I certainly never gave birth to you. So stop treating me like your mother. Oh, gee, I'm so sorry that I haven't gotten married yet.
Mommy! You don't like me anymore? Hey, no making Pico cry. You've gone too far, you old bag.
Oh God, you got Plutia growling at you. Welcome to hell, population U.
Haven't you been listening? She's just been spouting nonsense.
It's time you told us who you are and why you do something like this.
Actually, looking back at this, Ray actually hasn't gotten like a title card because we've never had to fight her up to this point.
What? You think I'd tell you just because you asked? Are you dense? Do you want to die, you stupid brat? What? Oh, how mortifying. Because I didn't do well enough, I had let these CPUs do whatever they please. Oh, I hate myself so much. Look, I'm in complete shock. What's wrong with her? Was this really your mother, Pishi?
No, my mommy was very nice to me. She was always scared and nervous, but she was still nice.
Seeing this psychotic display, I can't imagine they're the same person.
Who's psychotic? Everyone acts like there's something wrong with me, but I'm correct at everything, ever. You're the ones who are wrong. This whole world is wrong!
She repeats her crazy speeches more than late-night programming.
You don't have to force a joke in now, of all times.
But you guys, she's way creepy. She's like a serial killer, or maybe she hears secret messages on the radio.
I have such a strong sense of responsibility, though, so I need to clean up this mess with my own hands. Even then, you kept me waiting thanks to your slowness and your damn lollygagging.
I think I get it. We were drawn out here just as she planned.
And she made Pishi cry for such a silly reason.
Mommy!
No more blah blah blah. You told us your story, right?
A woman who makes a child cry has no right to act so haughty.
Goodness! Ludia, don't change without warning again!
But Sadie might stand a chance against this weird radio station subliminal message-hearing chick.
Your true, vulgar self appears, I see. This is why you CPUs are vile and vicious blights. Oh, trying to rile me up with words? I'm more likely to react to praise than insults. I have a feeling things are gonna get out of hand, so transform!
But I'm going to pass on taking point. Neptune, transform and manage this situation somehow, would you?
Hey, that's not fair. Pretty sneaky, Noir.
La 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 la, I can't hear you.
I expect something like this from you guys' untransformed state. But we're still gonna do this stupid shit even transformed? Alright then.
Another scandalously dressed CPU!
Wow. I think this is the first time someone's actually gone after the design of their generally ineffective, let's call it, armor.
It was a mistake for people to worship beings like you from the start. As I thought, you're all wrong!
So she says. Vert, how does that make you feel?
Why throw the spotlight over to me? Well, it makes me feel quite upset. There is nothing amiss with a gorgeous woman like myself wearing whatever she feels beautiful in. Of course, it would be most unbecoming for someone of her age.
You're at the upper end of that age bracket too, you know.
Did you say something?
Not a word. Anyway. Nothing's gonna get through to her. So all we can do is smack this bitch up a bit.
Smack who up now? Oh gosh, I don't get what you're saying at all. Was that a joke? It was pretty bad. CPUs could never. There is no way I will be defeated by mere CPUs.
That mouth sure does get a lot of exercise. Will it scream, sob, and beg the same amount? I look forward to finding out.
Everyone's just saying whatever cool lines they want. What do we do? Can anyone help end this scene yet?
We could transform at least. She does seem rather strong.
Maybe I'm too anxious, but when I transform, I turn into that serious leader type of lady girl.
And you know what? From a main character to, okay, not necessarily from a main character, but I actually prefer that a lot to better than what's happening here now, so fits the situation more if you become a little more serious.
And then I'll end up taking control of the situation, just like Noir done bossed me to do earlier.
I don't follow you, honestly. But I'm gonna transform. My personality doesn't change at all anyway.
Don't be so depressing, sis. Okay, fine. I'll join you.
You know, I like how they get on Nepgear's case, but at the same time, I don't think Vert changes much either. Noir really seems to have more of a voice change than a personality change. And, Blonde, I'd say, is more pissed in HDD form, but she could be equally as pissed in human form if you give her the right opportunity. So the CPUs, yeah.
As I calm down and think it over, everything will resolve itself if we simply make it so she can't speak.
It's just like, yeah, some people have radically different personalities, like Neptune here, but yeah, not everyone is too radically different.
Neptune? I don't think that's what a serious leader should say.
Wonderful! You're all getting riled up. I'll remove you from this world all at once. Or perhaps one at a time will be more fun. Oh, I can't decide. Both options have their perks.
She's been rambling on for about 101 lines of dialogue now, huh?
I wonder if someone actually counted that.
Who cares? If she won't listen to us, we don't have to hold back.
Fair enough. I've grown tired of this directionless blathering. Shall we?
Plute! Hey, Plute!
What is it? Pishi, you are free to transform as well, you know.
Are you gonna bully Mommy?
Pico.
Not at all. You get smacked on your head when you're bad, don't you? By Neppy or Iffy?
Uh-huh. They bought me real good. And then I apologize.
This is the same as that. Your mommy needs to be punished when she's been a bad girl, too. She needs to get knocked down onto her knees and beg for her master's forgiveness. Do you understand?
Flutie, the longer you try to explain it, the worse it's getting.
You'll knock Mommy onto her knees?
Heishi, no! Don't let her words intrigue you.
Yeah, please don't.
Do not give her any strange ideas.
You can make her do that, right, Pishi? You're strong, aren't you?
Yeah, I can. I can do it. I'll knock Mommy down onto her knees for being bad.
Pico, that's so wrong of you to say.
You mustn't say such awful things.
I guess this could be considered one form of discipline.
More like domesticating a wild animal, if you ask me.
You're all ignoring me, aren't you? I hate that, but I'll forgive you since I'm ever so generous. Spout whatever nonsense you like as your final joke before you depart from this plane of existence!
I don't dislike strong-willed women, but you're taking it too far. I find it to be aggravating.
Mommy, I'm gonna give it my best to bop you on the head and make you say you're sorry.
Oh, I take it back. You're saying things that are far too dumb. I can't take this anymore. Allow me to remove you from game industry with all my might in an instant!
Huh? That form is...
You're also a CPU.
Let's win this!
Exciting!
Alright, we got our boss fight. Rei Ryghts, transformed. I'm not going to be able to keep it up much longer, am I? Alright. Considering I gave no reaction to her transformation in the slightest, I guess I better come out and just say this. I unfortunately knew that she was a CPU. Yeah, okay. Let me go into it a little more. Don't ask me exactly when I heard this or where I heard it from, but I did remember hearing something about Rei being a CPU. I shrugged it off at first, thinking... I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I was not inherently surprised if that was going to be the case, though. But... Yeah, I knew that Rei was a CPU. I've never actually seen her transform, so it's actually interesting that this is what she looks like. Actually pretty interesting design, all things considered. It's just like, you know, along with having like the standard kind of design aspects, she actually like, her kind of like one horn thing turned into two horns, and she's kind of got this staff with her, so it's pretty cool looking. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I knew she was a, unfortunately, yeah, I knew she was a CPU, so yeah. Oh, so that's how Combo Link works. Alright then.
Here I go! Who will it be?
Ow, that put a lot of damage on the Nepgear, and she has that broken, like... She has that pretty broken ability. Ouch. Anyway.
It's my turn!
Though I will say, about Rei being a CPU, that's all I know. That's all I knew. She was a CPU. I don't know. I didn't know what she looks like. I don't know her motivations. I don't know anything else about this character except she was apparently a CPU at one point, or has the powers of one. And given how becoming a CPU works in this world, it actually doesn't surprise me that this is the case.
Those who wish to die, come forward!
Watch me, Neptune.
That being said, I was a little bit disappointed because I can like I bet some of you just like I'm a little sad I can't give much of a reaction to it though, because like I can imagine this is a very shocking moment for people who it's a very shocking moment, but I can't give it the reaction it properly deserves. I was thinking of possibly pretending I didn't know about it and faking a reaction, but I couldn't actually do something like that. And that sucked, by the way.
Listen to my song. I'm serious.
Why, you?
I can do this.
Feudal! It doesn't work at all!
It's my turn. Okay, my turn.
Let's go with a Green Nova, actually.
Now, here I go!
My turn.
But yeah.
Flash.
Anyway, let's just dive right into this.
It's my turn.
Well, not dive right into this. We've been in this fight for a while, but let's hopefully put a stop to her.
Resound.
Feudal!
Ball.
Why, you?
Ball. Deer knuckles.
Though I have to say,
Fine.
I do think that Rei is actually a really interesting character right now, because it's like she's completely lost it. Like
Here I go!
it's like her form, like that power doesn't even like the power that Rei has doesn't even like make her more like the power that Rei has doesn't even make her any more like menacing or cunning. She just outright has lost her mind. And that's kind of interesting to see.
Why, you? It doesn't work at all!
I'll send you back to hell. My turn. Here I
Why,
come.
you?
Came to charge right into magic.
Try to entertain me a little.
Fine, I'll fight you. My turn. Let's
So yeah, it's actually really interesting to just see like the generally like
Those who
it's
wish
generally
to die, come
weird.
forward.
It's generally interesting to see this character after she has gone freaking insane. So yeah.
move it.
I don't know if I'm getting my point across, but hopefully something I'm saying is making sense.
My turn.
And crap, we're stuck in a yellow heart situation right now. We're not dying and she's not dying.
Why, you?
Yeah, and she
Stay
raised.
calm.
Yeah.
I'll cut through everything.
It's clear we're supposed to win this fight. If it was an unwinnable fight, we would have lost a long time ago. We'd be like halfway through a cutscene by now. But yeah.
Leave it to me. Quick, it's my turn.
We just need to
Those who
whale in as much damage as possible. That's the other thing. Sometimes she just seems to like doing that.
Here I go.
Maybe a chaotic seal, but no, I need to get guys up first.
try to entertain me.
It's my turn.
Over.
And I'm gonna die.
To entertain me a
Stay
little.
calm.
No, I'm gonna need to save that exuberant lump.
Is this
Those who wish to die,
Leave it to me.
come forward.
Use
Now,
insects.
Ooh. Alright, I think I can take advantage of this. IF comes first. A green Nova should hopefully be enough to hold out. And just in case, let's awaken. That should do something with her defenses.
Green no.
now, here I
It's
go.
my turn.
Ow, that still does a shit ton to her.
Tear.
Try to entertain me a little.
Insects.
Those who wish to die, come forward.
I'm gonna do my best.
try to entertain me a little.
And we're done. And, yeah, we had to win that fight. That was very evident.
Neptunia, Rebirth 3.
Alright then. That was, interesting. I don't even know how long that fight took. Now, I would end the episode off here, but I don't know how long we've actually been going for. This could be that fight could have taken us 30 minutes. It could have taken us like 15 before we frickin' croaked. And the timer is not helpful to us since we got a game over. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the part here for now. And if the fight was too short, I'm going to give it a second attempt a little later. Or we're gonna cut to maybe a second attempt. And if not, if the episode was long enough, we'll just end the part here. So either way, whether it's in 2 seconds or now or next episode, see you guys for the second attempt at fighting Rei. So yeah. Alright everybody, here I am back, not necessarily for the Rei rematch I promised. If you probably noticed from the timestamp, the video was a bit long and I sensed it was going to be an extra long cutscene after we defeated her. So I decided I was just going to grind and go back to the fight after, I felt prepared. Yeah, that's when my team looks a little different. I'm just doing a bit of grinding with a few different people at this point, experimenting. But before I get back into it, I noticed that their events popped up everywhere, or even just like one event that universally popped up, like that can be seen from anywhere. So let's see what that is. And that was all that was. So, yeah, now I can at least formally end the part here. Next time on Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 V Generation, we're gonna go and have our rematch with Rei. See you guys then.